Imagine standing at the bottom of a staircase, looking up at what seems like an impossible mountain to climb. Your knees ache before you even take the first step. Your legs feel heavy, weak, like they're filled with sand. You grip the handrail tightly, pausing after every 2 or 3 steps to catch your breath, feeling your heart pounding in your chest. This simple act of climbing stairs, something you never thought twice about in your younger years, has become a painful, exhausting ordeal that fills you with dread every single day. Now imagine this. What if I told you that one simple food, something that's probably available at your local grocery store right now, could transform your leg strength so dramatically that within weeks you'd be climbing those same stairs with the ease and confidence you had 20 or 30 years ago? What if the solution to your mobility struggles, your independence, your ability to live life fully, was sitting on a shelf waiting for you to discover it? The loss of strength and mobility as we age isn't just inconvenient or frustrating. It's genuinely dangerous and life-altering. Every year, millions of seniors find their world getting smaller and smaller. First, they stop going upstairs in their own homes, moving everything they need to the ground floor. Then they stop visiting friends who live in apartments with stairs. They avoid shopping centers with multiple levels. They turn down invitations to events held in venues that require climbing. Social isolation creeps in slowly. Depression follows. The fear of falling becomes constant and paralyzing. According to recent statistics, falls are the leading cause of injury and death among adults over 65, and the majority of these falls happen on stairs. But what most people don't realize is that this progressive weakness, this steady decline in leg strength and stair climbing ability, is not an inevitable part of aging that you simply have to accept and endure. For decades, we've been told that getting weaker is just what happens when you get older. We've been conditioned to believe that aching knees, exhausted legs, and difficulty with stairs are natural consequences of having lived a long life. Doctors have shrugged and said it's just aging. Family members have suggested you simply avoid stairs altogether. Society has basically told seniors to lower their expectations, to accept limitations, to shrink their lives to fit their shrinking physical capabilities. But groundbreaking research from multiple universities and medical institutions around the world has revealed something absolutely revolutionary. The muscle weakness, the fatigue, the difficulty climbing stairs that so many seniors experience isn't primarily caused by age itself. It's caused by a specific nutritional deficiency that's incredibly common in older adults. And when you correct this deficiency, the results can be nothing short of miraculous. The food I'm talking about isn't some exotic superfood that costs a fortune or requires special ordering from obscure health food stores. It's not a trendy supplement endorsed by celebrities or a proprietary formula sold through multi-level marketing schemes. It's actually quite ordinary, affordable, and accessible. The food that can restore your leg strength and make climbing stairs feel effortless again is fatty fish, particularly salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring. Before you roll your eyes thinking this is just another generic piece of nutrition advice you've heard 1,000 times, let me explain exactly what makes these fish so uniquely powerful for senior mobility, and why the specific combination of nutrients they provide creates effects that no supplement or alternative food can fully replicate. Fatty fish contain extraordinarily high levels of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, in their most bioavailable and effective forms. These aren't just good for your heart, though they certainly are. They have a profound and direct impact on muscle function, muscle recovery, and muscle building at the cellular level. Here's what happens in your body that makes such a dramatic difference. As we age, our muscles become increasingly resistant to the signals that tell them to grow and repair. This condition, called anabolic resistance, is one of the primary reasons seniors lose muscle mass and strength even when they're eating adequate protein and trying to stay active. It's like your muscles stop listening to the instructions your body is sending. The omega-3 fatty acids in fatty fish directly counteract this anabolic resistance, making your muscles responsive again to growth and repair signals. But that's just the beginning of the story. Fatty fish are also one of the absolute best natural sources of vitamin D, a nutrient that between 60 and 70% of seniors are deficient in, often severely so. Vitamin D isn't just about bone health, though it's certainly crucial for that. It plays a direct and essential role in muscle function. Vitamin D receptors exist throughout your muscle tissue, and when those receptors don't have enough vitamin D to bind to, your muscles literally cannot contract with full force. Your leg muscles might be physically present, but they're not functioning at anywhere near their potential capacity. Multiple studies have shown that seniors with adequate vitamin D levels have significantly better muscle strength, better balance, and dramatically lower fall risk compared to those who are deficient. One landmark study found that seniors who corrected vitamin D deficiency improved their stair climbing speed by an average of 18% within just 12 weeks. The protein in fatty fish is also uniquely valuable for seniors. It's not just high-quality complete protein containing all essential amino acids in optimal ratios, though it certainly is that. Fish protein is also extraordinarily easy to digest and absorb, which becomes increasingly important as we age and our digestive efficiency naturally declines. Many seniors struggle to get enough protein because they have difficulty chewing meat, because their stomachs produce less acid needed to break down protein, or because they simply don't feel as hungry as they used to. Fish provides a solution to all these problems. It's tender and easy to chew. It requires less digestive effort to break down. And because it's so nutrient-dense, you don't need to eat enormous portions to get significant benefits. A 4-ounce serving of salmon provides about 25 grams of high-quality protein, which is substantial for muscle maintenance and building. There's also an often overlooked compound in fatty fish called creatine, which exists naturally in muscle tissue and plays a critical role in producing the quick energy your muscles need for activities like climbing stairs. When you push off with your leg to lift yourself up a step, your muscles need an immediate burst of energy, and creatine provides that. As we age, our natural creatine stores decline, and since creatine comes primarily from fish and red meat, many seniors who eat less of these foods develop a deficiency without realizing it. By regularly consuming fatty fish, you're replenishing these creatine stores naturally, giving your muscles access to the fuel they need for powerful, sustained contractions. The anti-inflammatory properties of omega-3 fatty acids deserve special attention because chronic inflammation is one of the hidden saboteurs of senior health and mobility. As we age, our bodies tend to develop low-grade chronic inflammation, sometimes called inflammaging, which directly interferes with muscle function and recovery. This inflammation makes muscles sore, stiff, and slow to recover after activity. It's one of the main reasons why a simple activity like climbing stairs can leave seniors feeling exhausted and achy for hours or even days afterward. The omega-3s in fatty fish are among the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory compounds known to science. They don't just mask inflammation like over-the-counter pain medications do. They actually address the root causes at the cellular level, reducing the production of inflammatory compounds and increasing the production of inflammation-resolving compounds. Real-world results from seniors who have incorporated fatty fish into their regular diets provide compelling evidence that this isn't just theoretical nutrition science. Take the story of Margaret Henderson, a 73-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. Margaret had reached the point where climbing the stairs to her bedroom had become so difficult and painful that she was seriously considering selling her beloved home of 40 years to move into a single-story apartment. She would stand at the bottom of the stairs, mentally preparing herself for the ordeal, often choosing to sleep on the couch downstairs rather than face that climb. Her daughter, who worked as a nurse, had been reading about the connection between omega-3 fatty acids and muscle function in seniors. She convinced Margaret to try eating salmon 3 times per week for 2 months, just to see if it might help. Margaret was skeptical, but desperate enough to try anything. She started preparing simple baked salmon dinners, adding canned sardines to her lunch salads, and occasionally having smoked mackerel as a snack. She didn't change anything else about her diet or activity level. Within 3 weeks, she noticed she was getting up from her chair more easily. By week 6, she realized she'd climb the stairs one evening without even thinking about it, without pausing, without that familiar burning exhaustion in her legs. By the end of 2 months, Margaret was going up and down her stairs multiple times daily without any difficulty whatsoever. She described it as feeling like she'd turned back the clock 15 years. Her knee pain had diminished significantly. Her energy levels throughout the day had improved dramatically. She canceled her plans to sell her home and instead started planning to finally tackle organizing her attic, something that would have been completely impossible just months earlier. Another powerful example is Robert Chen, an 81-year-old retired engineer who had been avoiding his weekly card game with friends because it was held in a community center that required climbing 2 flights of stairs. The embarrassment of arriving breathless and shaky, having to sit down immediately to recover while his friends waited, had become too much to bear. His doctor had suggested various medications for his weakness and fatigue, but Robert was reluctant to add more pills to the 6 he was already taking daily. Instead, he decided to try a dietary approach after reading about the benefits of fatty fish for muscle health. He committed to eating fish at least 4 times per week, alternating between different varieties to avoid boredom. The changes didn't happen overnight, but they were steady and unmistakable. After about 5 weeks, Robert attempted the stairs at the community center again, expecting the same struggle. To his amazement, he made it to the top of the first flight without needing to stop. By 8 weeks, he was climbing both flights without significant breathlessness, and by 12 weeks, he was taking the stairs at a pace that matched men 20 years younger. His friends noticed the transformation and started asking what he'd changed. Several of them began incorporating more fatty fish into their own diets after seeing Robert's results. Beyond just the stair climbing, Robert reported feeling mentally sharper, sleeping better, and having more enthusiasm for activities he'd been gradually giving up. So how exactly should seniors incorporate fatty fish into their diet to achieve these remarkable benefits? The research suggests that consuming fatty fish at least 3 times per week is optimal for most people, though some studies have shown benefits with even twice-weekly consumption. A serving size should be approximately 3 to 4 ounces of cooked fish, which is roughly the size of a deck of cards or the palm of your hand. Wild-caught salmon is excellent, but if it's too expensive, canned salmon with bones provides similar benefits, and the bones add extra calcium. Sardines are incredibly affordable and are actually one of the most nutrient-dense options available. Mackerel is rich and flavorful. Herring, whether pickled or smoked, provides excellent omega-3 content. Preparation methods matter for both nutrition and practicality. Baking and grilling are ideal because they preserve the omega-3 content without adding unhealthy fats. Pan-searing with a small amount of olive oil is also excellent. Avoid deep frying, which can actually damage the beneficial omega-3 fatty acids, and add inflammatory fats that counteract the benefits you're trying to achieve. For seniors who worry about fish bones or difficult preparation, canned fish is an outstanding option. Canned salmon, sardines, and mackerel are already cooked, require no preparation beyond opening the can, and the bones have been softened to the point where they're completely edible and provide additional calcium and other minerals that support bone health. Some seniors worry about mercury content in fish, which is a valid concern, but one that's often overstated and can be easily managed. The fatty fish highest in omega-3s, particularly salmon, sardines, herring, and mackerel, are actually quite low in mercury compared to larger predatory fish like shark, swordfish, and tuna. By focusing on these smaller omega-3 rich fish and consuming them 3 to 4 times per week, you get maximum benefits with minimal mercury exposure. If you're still concerned, alternating between different types of fish further reduces any potential risk. For those who absolutely cannot or will not eat fish due to allergies, religious restrictions, or strong taste preferences, high-quality fish oil supplements can provide some of the same benefits, though they won't provide the protein, vitamin D, or other synergistic nutrients that whole fish offers. If you choose supplements, look for products that provide at least 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA per day that have been tested for purity and heavy metals, and that ideally come from small fish sources. However, the research consistently shows that whole food sources of nutrients are superior to isolated supplements, so fish itself should always be the first choice whenever possible. It's important to understand that while fatty fish can create dramatic improvements in leg strength and stair climbing ability, it works best as part of a comprehensive approach to senior health. Continuing to challenge your muscles through regular movement and activity, even gentle activity, enhances the benefits of the nutrition you're providing. Staying adequately hydrated helps your muscles function optimally. getting sufficient sleep allows your body to repair and build muscle tissue. Managing chronic health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure protects your blood vessels and ensures good circulation to your muscles. Fatty fish provides the raw materials and the biological signals your muscles need to grow stronger, but you still need to use those muscles regularly for maximum benefit. The timeline for seeing results varies from person to person depending on your starting point, your overall health status, how deficient you were in omega-3s and vitamin D to begin with, and how consistently you consume fatty fish. Some people notice improvements in energy and reduced muscle soreness within 2 to 3 weeks. Measurable improvements in strength and stair climbing ability typically become apparent between 6 and 12 weeks. Maximum benefits usually manifest around the 3 to 6 month mark. The key is consistency and patience. This isn't a quick fix or a miracle cure. It's a sustainable dietary change that addresses underlying nutritional deficiencies and allows your body to function the way it was designed to function. The broader implications of maintaining leg strength and stair climbing ability as you age extend far beyond just convenience or avoiding embarrassment. Strong legs and the ability to navigate stairs confidently are directly linked to independence, longevity, and quality of life. Seniors who maintain good lower body strength are significantly less likely to fall, less likely to need assisted living, more likely to maintain social connections and engage in community activities, and statistically live longer, healthier lives. The ability to climb stairs is actually used by geriatricians as a reliable indicator of overall functional capacity and health status. If you can climb stairs without difficulty, it means your cardiovascular system is working well, your muscles are strong, your balance is good, and your coordination is intact. By taking control of this one aspect of your nutrition and making fatty fish a regular part of your diet, you're not just improving your ability to climb stairs. You're investing in your independence, your dignity, your ability to continue living life on your own terms. You're reducing your risk of the falls and injuries that so often mark the beginning of a rapid decline in senior health. You're maintaining the physical capability to participate in activities with family and friends, to travel, to pursue hobbies, to remain an active, engaged member of your community rather than becoming isolated and dependent. The choice is truly in your hands. Sitting on the shelf of your local grocery store, swimming in the ocean, waiting for you to recognize its power. The staircase that seems impossible today could become effortless again within a few months. The independence you fear losing could be preserved and protected. The strength you thought was gone forever could return, allowing you to reclaim activities and experiences you've been missing. All it takes is the decision to try, the commitment to consistency, and the patience to allow your body time to rebuild and repair with the proper nutritional support it's been missing. Now, we want to hear your story and your experience. Are you currently struggling with stairs or other activities that require leg strength? Have you noticed your mobility declining over the past few years? Do you currently eat fatty fish regularly, or has this been missing from your diet? After learning about these remarkable benefits, are you willing to give it a try for at least 2 to 3 months to see what changes you might experience? What concerns or questions do you have about incorporating more fish into your meals? Maybe you're worried about the cost, or you're not sure how to prepare it, or you have memories of disliking fish as a child. Share all of this with us in the comments section below. Your questions help us create more helpful content. Your success stories inspire others who are struggling. Your concerns allow us to address real barriers and provide practical solutions. Together, we're building a community of seniors who refuse to accept unnecessary limitations and are taking active steps to maintain their independence and vitality. Thank you for investing this time in learning something that could genuinely transform your daily life and your future. Thank you for being here, for caring about your health, and for being willing to try new approaches. Now go add some salmon to your shopping list and start your journey back to climbing stairs like you're 40 again.